Mm. Well, for me, the worst way is for a bunch of old men to get around me and start biting and eating me alive. First, they would tear off my clothes, and then she tears off her clothes, and then she does this whole dance in the middle of a graveyard. Hello, and welcome to another episode of She Stays Wet with your girl, Joanna Devine. Hi. If you can't notice, or you are noticing the girls are out today, their names are Biggie and Smalls. And I will definitely let you guys know the reason that the girls are out and I'm feeling my oats today. But before we do, I just want to thank you for your continued love and support. The last videos really got an amazing response. The level of comments, the level of questions, the personal emails that I got, it's just been really overwhelming. And to know that you guys are loving me as much as you do, I really have to say thank you. So if you like what you see, and you like what you're about to hear, please, please, please click subscribe, like, and share the video. And also turn on your notifications for when we do new videos. Working with my lovely editor, Andre. Hi, Andre. I just am on, we're getting on a schedule and we're figuring it out as we go. And I just want to say a quick thank you to him. Let's get into it. So, have you guys ever heard of that show Dating Naked, or Naked Dating, I think it is? Well, I had an idea. And it is really hot in here because I can't turn on the air conditioner. So I'm actually glad I'm naked right now. But I've recently started dating someone. I've been dating for a while here and there, but he came up to me after I got out of the shower one day and he was just like, without anything on, you're absolutely beautiful. And I don't know if it was a line or if it was whatever, but I will say this. I've been really working on my self-esteem recently and really feeling comfortable in my own skin. And I really want to put myself out there. So I was watching this show Dating Naked, where they actually are truly dating naked. And it was kind of crazy to me just seeing somebody's penis and vagina on the first day before you even see their face. So I got an idea of doing like a speed dating round with some really great questions that I got from some friends, as well as some of you guys, the viewers, and I wanted to do it not naked, but naked. So feeling more vulnerable because like you guys know, I've been on a journey of really feeling comfortable in my own skin and really loving myself. And I feel what better way than to put myself out there like they do on that show Dating Naked. But I'm not about to show vagina or tatas. I can show the outer part of the tatas, but not the inner. Big shout out to Victoria's Secret for this amazing bra. And this is how I look when I get out of the shower, minus the glasses. Basically, I just, am feeling myself today, and let's get into it. Okay, so it's 18 questions. I'm going to try to get through them as fast as I possibly can, but this will be kind of a scenario of dating naked, not naked, with Joanna Devine speed dating round. And here we go. Okay, so first question is, what is a dating green, yellow, and red flag? Okay, so a green flag is like if I'm on a first date and let's say he is talking about his family, the way that a man talks about his mother and the way that he thinks about treating his mother is very, very important to me. So if a guy has a really bad relationship with his mother, or talks about his mother in a derogatory way, or is like, oh yeah, I don't talk to my mom anymore, blah, 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 that's a huge red flag. But a green flag would be a guy who is talking about his mother like, oh, my mom is this, my mom is that, she's amazing, she's this, I love my mom. Not in a mommy's boy kind of a way, but in a loving kind of a way, because the way that a man treats his mother is a reflection on the way that he's going to treat you. Okay, so a yellow flag is something that wouldn't necessarily make me stop, but is not going to be a green flag. If I'll be honest, okay, if a guy has a little bit of a shady past, like let's say if they are a former street pharmaceutical rep, but they got out of the business, maybe that it wouldn't necessarily be a red flag to me, but it would be a yellow flag. Like I would definitely put on the brakes, but I don't know if they're going to be skidding and, having me looking like the Flintstones with like brimstone around my feet, making me totally stop. Yeah, so I guess that would be a yellow flag. A red flag to me is a guy who speaks about his ex negatively on the first date. Like if he calls her a bitch, if he's saying like, oh, F her or whatever kind of stuff, run. Because it takes two to tango, but there are three versions of the truth. There is his truth, there's her truth, and somewhere in the middle is the truth. And if he's talking about her in a derogatory way and you're just meeting me, that's a huge red flag for me. So I'll stay for dinner, but yeah, I'm out. Like, yeah. So question number 2 is, what would you do to let someone know you're into them? Show up on a date like this. What would I do? Okay, if I'm into you, I will find a way to touch you, because one of my love languages, I have a couple of love languages, like words of affirmation, I think is really important to me. Words of affirmation, acts of kindness, and touch. Like if I really like somebody, I'm going to figure out a way to touch them. So that's a way that I'm going to let somebody know that I'm into them. My dream threesome. Okay. Jason Momoa, me, and Chris Hemsworth. But Boris Kodjoe has to be somewhere in the room. Like, just imagine, okay, me in the middle, Jason Momoa behind me like he was in Game of Thrones. You know that scene with him and Khaleesi? Yeah. And then Chris Hemsworth in front of me with the hammer. And then they switch, but Boris Kodjoe will be in there tapping in every once in a while. So that would be my dream threesome. Question 4, sending nudes. I'm not going to send you a nude immediately, but I know that men are visual creatures, okay? And visual creatures need visual stimulation. So if we're like after date 3, date 4, date 5, and things are getting hot and heavy, I'm not afraid to send him some. I mean, pictures last forever. Yes, I do have an OnlyFans that is recently shut down. I was thinking about opening it again, but that's besides the question. Sending nudes. No, because I'm in the process of finding like the one, and yeah, I'm dating someone specifically. Hi. And it's going really well. But we're at a point now where our conversation is so amazing that, there's no reason to send nudes because we know what we're in for. So, but we haven't gotten to that point yet where we're trying to turn each other on, because it's like we don't have to try to turn each other on. We're just turned on by each other. And why give up the milk if he can get the cow for free? Or give up the cow if he can get the milk? Yeah, you know the same. Okay, so number 5, your go-to breakup method. I don't have a go-to breakup method, because breaking up with a person is on an individual basis. My go-to breakup method is to have a conversation. It's not to ghost anyone or to just like disappear. But yeah, I don't have like a go-to breakup method. Like my breakup method is to not break up, because I believe there are certain things you're going to break up for, obviously. But why get in a relationship if you have a breakup method? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, you don't get into a relationship thinking that you're going to break up. So, yeah. What attracts you most in a person? What attracts me the most? Okay, so physical attraction, I always tend to look at their hands, but the eyes and the eyes are like really important to me, like staring into someone's eyes and feeling his energy through his eyes, but also his hands are like really important to me as well. I'm so attracted to hands. I think like clean manicured hands, not manicured like gel manicure or glossy nails on a man. That's no. But manicured hands, clean hands, that big thumb bump right here. Oof. On a, oh, yeah, don't get me started. Okay, 7. What is your best one-liner? My best one-liner is, I don't really have, okay. I don't know what my best one-liner is. I guess it's like, hey, is it how you doing? Howard, no. So, damn, baby. Okay. I think it's like that because I don't hear myself saying like a one-liner. I'm not a one-liner kind of girl. But if I had to pick a one-liner, be like, damn, baby. Yeah. I say, damn, baby. Okay. How you doing? What cartoon character do you most relate to? So that's number 8. It's not a cartoon character. It's actually a comic book character, but she has been in cartoons. And that is Storm from the X-Men. Aurora Monroe, the Weather Witch, the Goddess, the Omega level mutant. I relate to her on so many levels. Growing up from meager beginnings and then, being bombarded with negative thoughts about yourself, and someone at a very young age coming to try to mold you into somebody that you're not, and then figuring out who you are, and then always knowing that she has to hold back in order to make sure she don't pop off and destroy the whole damn world. Storm is my everything. I have a huge picture of her in my bedroom. I have the Storm figurine. I watch X-Men. The X-Men movies are horrendous. Love you, Halle Berry. Love you, Alexandra Shipp, but y'all are not Storm. You will never be Storm. Storm is a Kenyan, half African American, Harlem-born, 5'10", dark-skinned woman who then went to Kenya and has an African accent. It's not Halle Berry and it's not Alexandra Shipp. In the late 90s, early 2000s, when they were casting for Storm, it would have been either Grace Jones, Iman. It would have been Iman, mostly because Iman has that chocolatey brown, but Grace Jones has that rich, deep, dark chocolate brown skin, and she's just a warrior. She's a fighter. She's a leader. She's a goddess. Storm. Top 3 musicians of all time. My top 3 musicians of all time vary at different stages in my life, but if I had to pick 3, there are going to be honorable mentions. So let me do the honorable mentions first. Cleo Sol, Ledisi, Sade, Faith Evans. But my top 3, Erykah Badu is the first concert that I ever went to in 1997. Fell in love with her the moment that she came out, and she has been a huge part of my life. It's her whole energy is a part of the reason that I am who I am. Mary J. Blige, in 1992, her My Life album came out. I think it was 94, something like that. And it was the topic of my senior thesis. That's how much I relate to that woman. And then number 3 is Anita Baker. Anita Baker's You Bring Me Joy, Rapture, Sweet Love just remind me of a certain time in my life, and her voice, all 3 of their voices are so independently unique, but just touch a certain part of me. Oh, and honorable mention Shaka Khan, honorable mention Patti LaBelle. Those are all honorable mentions, but those 3 women, Anita Baker, Mary J. Blige, and Erykah Badu, have been the most transformative in my life. What makes you, we're not counting anymore. The next question, what makes you feel the most confident? What makes me feel the most confident is when I put my eyeliner on. No. Yeah, well, I mean, no, just believing in myself. Knowing that I am enough makes me feel the most confident. When I am barely in any makeup, like I have no makeup on right now, when I am barely in any clothes, when I'm walking around my house, when I'm about to cook dinner, when I'm dancing in my living room, when I'm walking down the street to go get something to eat and I didn't, prepare and put on a mask and like to face the world, and I can just be me and I'm enough, and I hear the words, hello gorgeous, or hello beautiful, or whatever, when I'm not even trying, that makes me feel the most confident. What is my most irrational fear? I'm afraid of heights, but I have conquered it by going on a lot of roller coasters and things like that. It's not really an irrational fear. To some it would be, but to me it's rational. Being forgotten. Not a lot of people think about that, but I don't want to be forgotten. So, yeah. What is my toxic trait? Okay, so my toxic trait is that a lot of times in the past, and even in the present, it is what it is, but I tend to choose men who are fixer-uppers, and I think that I can fix them, or I think that I can have them ascend to their higher self, and I gotta, be more confident in who I am as a person to know that I'm enough, and that will attract the right person into my life, who is already enough. I don't need to be with somebody who's a fixer-upper. Like, sometimes I feel like my self-esteem causes me to choose men that are not to say that I'm on this level and they're on that level, but that are on a level that are serious fixer-uppers. So my name is not HGTV. I am not, sell it or buy it or whatever. That is not my job to fix somebody any longer, because I am still working on me. I mean, we all are. And yeah, so that's my toxic trait, picking fixer-uppers. Is a hot dog a sandwich? No. A hot dog is not a sandwich at all. A hot dog is a hot dog, and a sandwich is a sandwich. Like a hamburger is a sandwich. Pastrami on rye, meatball subs. It's the way that the bread is. I can't explain it, but a hot dog is not a damn sandwich. It's just not, because it makes no sense. Like, a hot dog is a hot dog. Like, the whole damn hot dog can just slide out. Like, yeah, wet. But a hot dog can just slide in and slide out. A sandwich lays on something. You can't just pull it out of the bread, So a hot dog is not a sandwich. Just a couple more. My favorite scary movie. My favorite scary movie that I can watch over and over again is Return of the Living Dead. There is this one scene with this girl. Her name is Trash, and she is naked in a in a graveyard, and she has these series of lines that propel her to then take off her clothes and to be like the center of attention. Her name is Trash. And so she goes, do you ever wonder what it about all the different ways there are to die? And then she goes, well, for me, the worst way is for a bunch of old men to get around me and start biting and eating me alive. First, they would tear off my clothes, and then she tears off her clothes, and then she does this whole dance in the middle of a graveyard. I love that movie. How would you talk your way out of being killed? How you doing? That I don't know. Like, you don't, honey, you don't want to kill me. I'm a ride or die chick. Like, come on. Isn't there some way that we could work this out? I'm a lot of fun. Yeah. Your weapon of choice in the apocalypse. I mean, if I had time to train, I would get that big mace on a chain like Go-Go from Kill Bill. I think that shit is badass. But realistically, a machete and a machine gun. Several machine guns and a machete. But if I had time to train, I love the whole mace with the chain on it, because yeah, that would be everything. But I'm really good with a knife. So, I fight. So it is what, not anymore. I'm at an age where that is very behind me, but yeah, I fight. So, do you believe in ghosts? Yes. I wouldn't call them ghosts. I would call them spirits or entities or energies. But yes, I do. I have had interactions with them. I have seen them. I have been around them, and they don't scare me because I know that they're not there to hurt me. Yeah, so I do believe in ghosts. I do believe in ghosts. I do believe in ghosts. I do. If you know what movie that is from, then you know why I was saying that. It's actually from The Wizard of Oz. I do believe it. I'm not going to do it again. Okay, and then the last question, what makes me the perfect partner for the right person? Grace Jones, the lovely Grace Jones, has a song, and it's called I'm Not Perfect, But I'm Perfect for You. I'm far from perfect, but I'm a really good, I'm what they call a ride or die chick. Like, if I say I'm with you, I'm with you. If I don't say that, then we still got some time to go. But if we have put in the work, and if I say that I'm going to ride or die with you, that means I'm going to ride until the wheels fall off. I'm not going to ride at my expense, but what I will do is I'm very loyal, and I'm very kind, and I'm conscientious, and I'm patient, because I've learned those traits dealing with myself. So I know how to see that in others. And a lot of times I can recognize like what somebody else is going through, and I'm very easy to talk to. So those are some of the qualities that make me the right person for the right partner. So I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect for you. Okay? So that was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That is Dating Naked, Speed Dating, or Speed Dating Naked. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And once again, if you like what you saw and you like what you heard, please, please, please continue to subscribe, continue to like the channel, continue to support me. And I'm really excited about the next video that is going to be coming out, because my lovely son Cody is actually going to be here with me, visiting me from LA, and he and I are going to do a series of videos like we did with Mason. So I can't wait for you guys to meet him. I love you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.